So in this video I want to talk about every platinum I've gotten in 2024 and how they were. Like, I've played some PS4 games and also PS5 games that weren't released in 2024. I'm just covering up every platinum I've gotten in 2024, and the first game I've gotten in 2024 was the second Spyro game. So I started the first Spyro a few years ago, platinumed it immediately, and then I got into the second game, and it was kind of different, kind of annoying as well. These flying missions and all of that, just boring and annoying, so I stopped playing that. And in 2024 I came back to play this game and platinumed it, and then I started the third game, and again the same thing, I didn't platinum it. Maybe I will come back to that, but Spyro is very easy. Spyro 2's platinum is a 3 out of 10, will take over 1 playthrough and just 8 hours. I think it took a little bit more than 8 hours for me, but there's also a buggy trophy that is called bug control, and that was a bit annoying, but overall it was a bit harder than the first Spyro game. And yeah, that's it. You have to do some collectibles. You have to do like a time limited trophy, but that's a very easy one. Yeah, the collectibles, just complete the game 100% and do these missions where you have to collect many collectibles without failing. That's very annoying. That's why this game is a 3 out of 10. These missions, they are very annoying. But yeah, that's it for Spyro. We can get to the second game I've gotten, and that is A Plague Tale Requiem. So I played the first game of this franchise, I would say, and that was amazing. And in the new game they kinda made new things, new gameplay. You can do more than before. There's a combat system now. Game, you had to avoid fights, but in the new game you can kill enemies with a crossbow. Like in the first game you had to sneak by, but in the second game you have the crossbow and you can kill all the knights. And the second game's platinum is way longer than the first game. It takes around 20 hours. It's a 3 out of 10 and will take only 1 playthrough. There are also some missable trophies, and that's very annoying because you have to fully upgrade the equipment. If you don't do that and collect everything you need for that, you have to play through the game again. But overall this platinum is easy, has a nice story. 60% of this platinum is story trophies, so very easy to get. And we can get to the next game, Ninja Gaiden 1. That was the first Ninja Gaiden and my third platinum in 2024. So I always wanted to play Ninja Gaiden, and then I bought this game on sale, this Master Collection. Tried the first game and I was kinda enjoying this game. When I tried to get the platinum, it was very hard to get this one. Ninja Gaiden Sigma is a 9 out of 10. Will take over 3 playthroughs and it takes over 90 hours to platinum, but that's a lie. If you never played a Ninja Gaiden game, it will take way longer than 90 hours, over 130 minimum. There are many difficulty specific trophies. You have to clear this game on Master Ninja, on normal, on hard, very hard, every difficulty. You can skip one of them, I think. Yeah, you don't have to play through all of them like in Ninja Gaiden 2. There are also many missable trophies, which is insane. There are like 9 of them. You have to do these collectibles without missing one. You have to farm kills. You have to kill 1000 enemies with every weapon in the game. And also you have to do 100 kills with every Nimpo that exists in the game. And then you have to farm like 50 million karma, which you get by defeating enemies and all of that. But the hardest trophy is getting a Master Ninja rank on Master Ninja in every mission. So the first mission is the hardest mission. That's because you don't have abilities at that point. You're completely weak, you have no life, and you are like one hit. If you are being grabbed once, you are immediately dead. That's a big thing in Ninja Gaiden Master Ninja difficulty, and I struggled with the first mission. I watched kinda a video on how to get this right, cause I was a beginner at these games, at the Ninja Gaiden games. I have played some hack and slash like God of War and Devil May Cry, but they are not that difficult. And then I made it, and if you made it through the first mission, you already know that you're gonna make it because the first mission is the hardest one. So if you're trying to get this platinum, you have to know if you did the first mission on Master Ninja rank and also got the Master Ninja rank, you have already done the platinum. I could say that because this is the hardest mission. So yeah, I'm talking too much about it. We can get to the next game, Cuphead. So this was kind of the time when I was doing a lot of hard platinums. So Cuphead is a 7 out of 10. Will take over 2 playthroughs. Takes about 30 hours. So the reason why you have to play through the game 2 times is you have to beat it on normal and then on expert if someone played through it on easy. Sorry my friend, you have to go through this game another 2 times if you want to platinum. The hardest trophy is like expert, then defeating the devil on expert. There's no trophy, but you have to do it to unlock this expert difficulty trophy. And also you have to do these missions like this this trophy called Pacifist. For that you have to complete every mission, every run and gun mission without killing anyone. That's a bit annoying, especially the last mission. That's one of the worst missions I've ever played, without killing anyone, because at the end there's kind of this tentacle guy and he's throwing some tentacles at you, and if he throws too much you just have to dodge everything, because if you get damaged you of course die fast. So there are some strategies to avoid getting damaged. So overall this was a hard platinum. I would say it's a 8 out of 10, not a 7. When I was trying to get Cuphead's platinum, the guide said it's an 8 out of 10, not a 7. So very weird. The next game I platinumed after that was another hard game, Ninja Gaiden 2. So this is the top 3 hardest platinums I've ever gotten, I think. It's a 10 out of 10. Will take over 8 playthroughs and takes around 130 hours. So I have a playtime of 150 hours, but if I didn't platinum Ninja Gaiden Sigma, then it would have taken way longer than that, because I was like a pro now at this game, this first game. The second game was easy at the beginning, but this is kind of different. The mechanics are kind of different. They changed some of that stuff. But yeah, 10 out of 10 platinum. There are tons of missable trophies. You have to learn every technique in the game. Very easy. At the beginning you get like 16 trophies. Then you have to play through the game 8 times. I had to do it 8 times. The guide says 7, but that's a lie. You have to do it 8 times on the PS4 version. First you have to play through every difficulty again, but then you have to do it another time to get every Master Ninja rank. You just have to kill every enemy in a level and then you will get this Master Ninja rank. But on the hardest difficulty, very annoying. But the good thing is you get all your weapons and you also have them upgraded at level 3. So the strongest weapons are available in this challenge mode. That's very good, so you can kill them easily, but it's not easy at all, especially against the bosses. Some of them, they just dodge every attack you are doing. That's kind of weird. Also, you have to kill 1000 enemies with every character. You have to complete every mission successfully. So this trophy tag missions, there are 35 in total and you have to complete them all. And there are like 10 missions that are completely insane. This is even harder than a Master Ninja difficulty. So you have to complete a boss rush. You have to defeat 2 bosses at one time. Like these Buddha statues, they are completely insane. Or the New York statue, I don't know. The Freedom statue. I think it was the Freedom statue or something like that. These missions, this is the hardest thing about the platinum. On the PS3 version, you can do them in co-op, but on the PS4 version, you have like a AI character and you have to play alone. These AI characters are so bad. They literally do nothing. They just die. And then when you switch to them, the only thing that's good with them, they resurrect you immediately because they dodge all the time. These enemies can't hit the AI because they are dodging like perfectly when you are down. But yeah, this was one of the hardest platinums I've ever gotten through. And also it was a lot of fun, but then at the end I got to Master Ninja 2 mission, MN2 I think was it, with the dragon. And that was the worst mission ever. I had to play through 8 hours. I was sitting there 8 hours playing this mission over and over and I couldn't get through this. This dragon was so OP. He one-hitted me almost every time, and the AI as well. You kind of have to have some luck with this idiot, this AI, because if he has low health and you die, your character is dead, you have to switch to the AI and then you are using this AI and it has almost no health. What are you gonna do? Just gonna die immediately because this dragon makes so much damage. So yeah, it was kind of a bit RNG. I stick through it, made the video out of this and had some terrible mic quality, but yeah, I don't have some good equipment right now, so that's a big problem, but I'm trying to work on that. But yeah, that's it for Ninja Gaiden 2. One of the best and hardest platinums I've ever gotten. Some people say it's too hard. If you are willing to do this, you just have to stick through it. If you try and try, you will get better and better and better, and at the end you will do it because you became so good. You can't lose anymore at this game. After I popped the platinum for Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, I needed a break from these hard platinums, so I went for Batman, the enemy within. Very easy Telltale game, 1 out of 10 I would say, from difficulty spikes. 1 playthrough, just play through the game and that's it. That's a platinum. I don't have to talk too much about this game. The story was very nice. I liked it, that's why I bought it, and that's it. Easy platinum after getting 2 or 3 hard platinums, like Ninja Gaiden 1, then Cuphead, and then Ninja Gaiden 2. Is a bit too insane, so I had to do this. And after Batman, the enemy within, I got to the game Metro Exodus, and that game was very nice. It got into PS Plus. No, I bought this game and then I bought the DLC and I didn't do the DLC because I had enough of the game. But this platinum was very nice. I made a video out of that, but the mic quality again is kind of bad. So Metro Exodus is a 5 out of 10. Will take over over 2 playthroughs in 45 hours. It took me around 50 hours. One trophy that is annoying is hardcore, for which you have to complete the game in ranger hardcore mode, so you die very fast in that mode. It's a very rare trophy, I see that here. 8.57 people have that platinum, but you have to play through the game 2 times. Also, there's a missable trophy for completing one ending. If you don't do that right, making the right decisions, you will miss that trophy, but you have to play through the game 2 times, so you can save yourself by that. And also, one grindy trophy is spend 500 chemicals cleaning your weapon, but that didn't take too long, because you have to use this mechanic. If you don't clean your weapon, it's getting worse and worse and will make no damage, so you have to clean your weapon to even make some damage. So this will come, you don't have to grind this. Also, you have to find every upgrade for Artyom's suit. So yeah, basic trophy list and very nice story. Your destination, assume command of the order. Very good platinum. Had a lot of fun with this game, but we have to get to the next platinum, and that is The Last of Us Remastered. The Last of Us 2 Remastered, so I bought this when it came out. I was kinda wanting to play the game again, so I bought this for 10 euros, the remake, remastered, whatsoever. Then I platinumed it, very nice game, like a 3 out of 10. Have to play through the story, get some collectible, also complete this mode, new online mode, or this new wave mode they brought in. Have to complete that, but overall it's just getting collectibles. There are in total over 300, I think, completing game, and that's it. You can do it on the easiest difficulty. After I got The Last of Us Part 2, I went into Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge. This platinum is a 8 out of 10, will take over 7 playthroughs and 85 hours. For me, this platinum took me 130 hours, so you have to play through the game 7 times on easy, normal, very hard, ultimate, and then Ultimate Ninja. This is kind of the massive new difficulty that you have to do. So this is actually the hardest difficulty ever. Ultimate Ninja. Ninja Gaiden never did a difficulty like that before. That means it's the hardest difficulty you could ever go for in these games in terms of Ninja Gaiden. What I mean by that is you have to kind of like do things that you normally wouldn't have to do, so you can upgrade your health and stuff like that. And in that specific case you have to use these health upgrades very wisely, because if you don't do that, you will fail and you being locked out in a way that you don't want to have it. And because of something like that, you will be starting again this difficulty on a new playthrough, because these checkpoints, they kind of made it like that. You can only heal yourself with these health upgrades, and if you lose health and you have almost no health, you have to use these upgrades. And if I wouldn't have known that, it would have been impossible to make this difficulty even achievable. I saved up 2 health upgrades at the end boss, because this is one of the worst bosses ever. He's so insane on this difficulty. Or she, it's a kid, a god, a kid turning into a god, which makes no sense, but that's the end boss. And this was one of the worst fights I've ever had to go through. And one other thing, these Ultimate Ninja Trials, these are the worst of the worst. There are missions that you have to complete, and that's one of the easiest. That takes around 40 minutes on the hardest difficulty, defeating 2 bosses at a time with 1 health bar each round. At the first round you have to defeat normal enemies, and then there are these 2 red-hooded guys, and you have to defeat them at the same time. And after that there are again normal enemies, I think, and then another time 2 bosses, and after that another time 2 bosses, and again 2 bosses, and after that 3 bosses, and that's taking around 50 minutes. And if you play safe, which I did in this mission, you will take around 1 hour to complete this mission. And I even failed, and I never started this mission again after this failure. So you only have to complete 3 Ultimate Ninja Trials, but if you needed to complete all of them, that would be the hardest platinum ever, I would say. Or second hardest. Script is way harder than that, but the second hardest platinum, because you only have to complete 3 trials, ultimate trials. You can choose the easiest of them, but in Ninja Gaiden 2 you couldn't do that. You had to do all of them. But here in Ninja Gaiden 3, I think they are way harder because they are way longer. You can't heal yourself, which you couldn't do in Ninja Gaiden 2 as well in the missions, but you could heal yourself in the story, which you can't do here in Ninja Gaiden 3. You can only kill enemies, and by that you get some health back, but that amount is not enough to regain your health bar. So yeah, I think Ninja Gaiden 3 was completely insane. I liked the game because the combat was very good. It was kind of different to 1 and 2, and it was way faster. You kind of slashed through these enemies, split them in half, defeated them all. There's so much blood. That's what I like about this game. In the second game, this was kind of censored. There was only some purple stuff coming out of the enemies. But yeah, 130 hours took me that game. And we can get to Zifu, which was my next platinum in this year. Zifu, I played this on easy or something like that. It was kind of a difficulty thing, because after Ninja Gaiden 3 I didn't want to play again like a 10 out of 10 or something like that. So I played this on easy. You have to complete the game, get some collectible, do specific kills, like kill enemies with a stab, do all of the finishers and all of that, get all the skill points, and that's it. Zifu was very nice. I liked the game. And the next game I played after that was Wolf Among Us, and that is again a Telltale game. I needed a break from these hard games, so I platinumed this one. And yeah, I don't have much to say to that. Story was good, platinum was easy, and we can get to the next game, Resident Evil Village. This game was very nice. It's a 6 out of 10. Will take over 2 playthroughs. Takes around 30 hours to platinum. And yeah, that's one of the best Resident Evil games I've ever played. I've only played like 3 games, but this one was very nice. So you have to play through the game 3 times. You have to complete it on the hardest difficulty. You have to do a run with knife only. You can only use close combat in 1 playthrough. That's very annoying, but you can do it on the easiest difficulty. Of course, there are collectibles again. And you also have to complete like a different mode. That was a very annoying mode. I hated this one. Yeah, you have to complete these missions, get a specific amount of points, but it's like a small mission, and you have to be fast, almost perfectly doing all of this. The trophy is called Legendary Cowboy. Achieve at least an S rank on all stages in the Mercenaries. So this was the worst trophy in this game, and also the hardest for me. So I had to play this for days to unlock this. And after I did Resident Evil Village, I got into Dark Souls 1, and yeah, perfect game. At the beginning I thought, what the fuck, this graphic, but yeah, this game is very old and it looks good for this age, I have to say. If you would have seen this game like when it released, I think no one actually did a game like this before. If I'm wrong, you can write it down in the comments. But you have to do a lot of missable trophies here. It's a 8 out of 10, will take over 3 playthroughs, takes around 70 hours. So that time estimated to the platinum, I think that's right. I don't remember my hours, but it's kind of the same, like 70 hours. So the story is just defeating all the bosses, ring the bell in Quell Lark Domain, Undead Church and all of that, just story trophies. Then to the Link Fire, Dark Lord and all of that, reach the endings, all of the endings you have to do, very important. And you have to upgrade the weapons to its fullies, and you have to acquire every pyromancy, every legendary weapon, you have to get every miracle, you have to acquire all rare weapons for the Knight's Honor trophy. So this trophy was annoying. I was struggling because I missed some stuff, and I had to do a small New Game Plus playthrough for that. But at the end I got it. Yeah, one of the best games I've ever played. And after Dark Souls 1 I got into Conan Exiles, and I made a video for that. I just cheated for the platinum because I don't like this game. I tried to do like legit, but this was the worst game ever. The graphics are bad. Even the trophies are glitched. This trophy, the last one I needed, was glitched. You have to cheat for that, and you need 3 players to kill yourself. So you have to get on a player's head, and like that you can kill him. But they kind of fixed this trophy with 3 players. You need 3 players for this trophy, because 2 had to be on your head to kill him. But yeah, worst platinum ever, worst game ever. And we can get to the next game, Alien Isolation, and that went into PS Plus, or it was already in PS Plus. So I downloaded this because I had nothing to play, and then I got into it. And then it was the worst decision ever. After playing through the game, getting all the trophies, I was missing 1 trophy, and that trophy is complete the game without dying, the one-shot trophy. So that trophy didn't work sometimes, because if you kind of like not reload the checkpoint, you will, and you are getting killed or something like that, the game immediately saves, and like that you have to play through the game again. And I did that like 4 times. I failed every time. I didn't know what I did wrong. By watching the guide, it didn't like work. I always failed, but at the end I stick through the game and got the platinum out of the way. Worst platinum experience ever, because I had to play through this game 4 times or something like that. Worst game. And after that I went for Super Meat Boy's Platinum, one of the hardest platinum trophies you can earn on PlayStation. So this game is a 10 out of 10, will take 2 playthroughs and over 100 hours. For me it took like 324 hours or even more. I didn't practice the levels at the beginning, so that's the reason why I have so many hours. That was a big mistake and I already gave up on this platinum, but then I came back and did it, finished it, got, I don't know what it's called, Impossible Boy, yeah, that trophy. And after that I got Super Meat Boy's Platinum. So very good experience. It's kind of helping you in life, not giving up on things. So if you like jump and run games or platformers, you can play Super Meat Boy. This platinum, it isn't a 10 out of 10 if you know how to do it. For me it was a 10 out of 10 because I took the platinum on the wrong way. Like I tried to immediately get the death run finished without even practicing the levels, because at the beginning you have the kit and then I rushed through these no death runs very easily. But then you notice, oh, now there are these hard worlds coming up. You think you can do them very easily now because you went through the easiest no death runs very quick, but then you realize it's not possible. You're always failing and stuff like that. So that was the worst thing ever I could do, but at the end I did it, Impossible Boy. After that, after I noticed that I'm doing this wrong because it took so long, I just practiced the levels, especially on Impossible Boy. I started the no death run like after a week or something like that. I was just playing through the levels 3 hours a day or something like that, because if you do it like 10 hours it's not worth it, makes no sense. You have to like play 3 hours, then get back after 1 day, or you can like make a 1 hour pause and then come back. The brain is kind of processing that stuff that you learned right now, and then you come back and it's way easier the level. Like Impossible Boy, I was at the last level and I was like into it 5 minutes long. That was the easiest level ever, but if you get 1 pixel too far at the right you would die immediately. So I was struggling on that level for like 5 minutes. I had completed all the other levels, but then I witnessed this level, the easiest level, and I couldn't complete it after 5 minutes, because if I die there the whole no death run is over. But at the end I did it. I thought I would have been dead at that point after 5 minutes trying to complete this level, but I was so focused to die to this level, and then I did it because I practiced so much and I couldn't die there anymore. It was too good. So that was Super Meat Boy, and after that I went into Ghost Runner, tried to platinum it, and I did it as well. So this went into PS Plus again. I'm doing a lot of PS Plus games because they are free, why wouldn't I play them? And Ghost Runner, one of the best games, very fun, something special, not like other games. You know, you have 5 out of 10, 1 playthrough. Like this takes around 13 hours. Very good game if you haven't played it. You have to do it. Yeah, you have to collect every sword, like collectible. You have to complete the story, get all of the other collectibles, like audio logs and stuff like that. That's actually it. Not much to say to that game. And the next game on the list, and that I platinumed in 2024, went into Elden Ring again. I platinumed it another time. The PS4 version, I didn't do it, so I went into that because on the release I platinumed Elden Ring, the PS5 version. And because I was doing YouTube, I thought, yeah, I can go for this platinum now another time and do a video on that. And I did that video. It was very nice getting through this game again, because this was one of the best games ever actually, because I had it's so rare to play a game like more than 3 hours for me, and I went immediately with a 19-hour session on this game with 2 friends. One of the best games, and every hour I played with this was worth it. The platinum 2 times as well wasn't boring or something like that, but this time Elden Ring's platinum, for the second time I went through it very fast, like under 50 hours, and then I got the platinum. On my first playthrough I wasn't only going for the platinum, I was actually playing the complete game. Like I have over 100 hours in the PS5 version. So yeah, that's it for Elden Ring, one of the best games ever. I need to do a favorite games list because I'm talking about it all the time. But the next game on the list is Tunic. I kinda used a guide for this because the puzzles without guides is completely impossible. You have to be like insanely good at puzzles, and I'm not. So I had to use a guide from OptiNoob. His name is OptiNoob. He makes the best guides ever. If you try to complete a game, go check him out. Very good guides. Tunic, he did it. That came in PS Plus. Then I downloaded it, got the platinum, and I wanted to do a video on that, but I accidentally deleted all the clips I made. I thought I exported the video, but then I realized I didn't, and then I deleted all of the clips before I exported the video. So I had to kind of push this game away. I platinumed the game, but I couldn't do a video on that, sadly. And after Tunic, I got Dragon Ball Z, just the auto pop. I wanted to do the game again, but I already platinumed it on the PS4 version, and randomly all of the trophies popped when I started the game, and yeah, what can I do about that? So I couldn't do that, and after Dragon Ball Z I got Dark Souls 2. In my opinion, the worst game ever. In terms of the Souls, it's a good game. Dark Souls 2's Platinum is a 7 out of 10. Takes over 3 playthroughs in 80 hours. So for me this game took around 80 hours, so I would say this time is good. Also 3 playthroughs, very annoying. You have to get every sorcery, every hex, every miracle, every pyromancy, every emote. So you have to collect everything. These are kind of the collectibles in the game. There are many missable trophies, over 10. You have to complete like a map. Also you have to do some quests for the NPCs. For this trophy curious map, you have to light all flames on the map in Majula. We have to do some specific quests for the NPCs, give them clothes, for example, for a trophy, change of clothes, increase the population of Majula. That's a trophy. I think you have to get every NPC into the main area by saving them and all of that. Yeah, I would say the platinum was very good. Sometimes annoying. I think these quests, like I think one quest, if you don't do it online, you have to do some very specific stuff to do that trophy. I don't remember that much. Yeah, it was like a miracle, or if you don't want to play online, you have to play another playthrough. I think it was like that, and only like that you can get one miracle or a few of them. And I think Master of Miracles was the last trophy I got, and then I got the platinum. Yeah, I said Dark Souls 2 is the worst Souls game, and I think that's the case, but it's a good game, I have to say. But sometimes it was annoying to play that game, so I was kind of like annoyed and said bad stuff about it. That's the reason, I think. But yeah, Dark Souls 2 is a good game, and I love the platinum to get on the game because Dark Souls was very special. But yeah, we can get to the next game, and that is SpongeBob, the second game of that. I don't remember the name, but this platinum is very easy. You just have to collect some collectibles, buy everything the store has to offer, like clothes and all of that. Find every coin in the game. These collectibles are kind of combined, because if you collect every coin, you can get every clothes. Also, you have to complete the whole story, of course. You have to do some miscellaneous trophies, like completing a level in 3 minutes, stuff like that, time limited trophies. But yeah, the platinum is very easy. The next game after SpongeBob, that was kind of a break from Dark Souls, and after SpongeBob I did Dark Souls 3, one of the best Souls games ever. Dark Souls 3 is the longest platinum out of them all, so Dark Souls 3 is the longest, and also I would say the hardest, because yeah, you can like play co-op to make it easier, but I didn't do that, and I think it's dumb to do that. Kind of ruins the experience because it's way easier then. But you have to get all 3 endings. You have to get all of the miracles, expressions, rings, sorceries, and you have to join the covenants, some of them. The first trophy, of course, is for lighting your first bonfire. This platinum takes over 100 hours. For me, it took like 130 hours, I think, or even more, like 150. I don't know right now, but you have to complete the whole story, of course, defeating every boss. You have to get supreme weapon. You have to reinforce any weapon to the highest level. You have to get all the miracles, infusions, expressions. For the trophy ultimate bonfire, you have to reinforce a bonfire to the highest level. And for another trophy, you have to reinforce the complete Estus flask to the highest level. Like all of that, you have to max upgrade everything. You have to collect everything. Then you have to upgrade it. Then you have to defeat every boss in the game. There are some secret bosses. And the 3 endings. The last trophy you will get the last ending, I think. But I had to play through the game 4 times because I chose the wrong ending at the end. And I did this ending then twice. And then I had to do another playthrough to get this last ending. Yeah, that was very annoying, but I had to do it for the platinum. And this game was very good, so I accepted that. And after I did Dark Souls 3, the next game on the list is Bunny Raiders. And this game is very easy. You just have to defeat 1 boss. That's a trophy. You have to do everything in the game, like defeating enemies with every weapon. I think that was a trophy. Also, you have to use every ability the game has to offer. And you have to collect many coins. That's kind of a grind. But yeah, overall the platinum is very easy, but also annoying, and the game is free, so you can expect much from that. And after I platinum Bunny Raiders, I got back to Horizon Forbidden West. And this game is very good, but Horizon is a very easy platinum. So Horizon Forbidden West is a 4 out of 10. Will take over 1 playthrough and 40 hours. Very easy trophies. You just have to play through the story, collect every collectible, do some combat trophies. After that, you have to to grind to level 50 and you have to collect some collectibles, and that's it. Very good game. Some people say it's bad or something like that, but I like it. It's a very nice game. It's not like buggy from other developers. And after I platinum Horizon Forbidden West, I got into Control again, and Control is very good. So there you have to complete the story, collect all the collectibles. No, you have to like collect over 100 collectibles and then you get a trophy. You have to play through it one time. It's a 4 out of 10 and will take around 10 to 20 hours. It's very straightforward. I don't have to explain anything there. And after Control I got into Ender Lilies, and this game got into Peace Plus, and I really wanted to play that. This game was very hard at the beginning. It's a 7 out of 10, will take over one playthrough. It takes around 25 hours, but I think it took for me like 30 to 35 hours, because at the beginning this game was very hard. You have to collect many collectibles, you have to upgrade the character abilities. So my experience was very nice with the game, but it was very hard. One of the harder games I've played. Even if it's a 7 out of 10, I think it's like a 8 for me. At the beginning it's a 8, but if you come into it, it's a 7. So we can get to the next one, and that is Superliminal. This game is like a puzzle game. It's not very hard if you know what you're doing, but these puzzles are very weird. Sometimes I didn't know what to do. This game is a 3 out of 10, will take over 2 playthroughs and only 5 hours. So this again came into Peace Plus Extra, and you have to collect many collectibles, but you have to also speedrun the game for a trophy. That's why the second playthrough is there, but I had to do it like 4 to 5 times because I failed so many times. And one collectible was kind of weird. I was watching a guide. One fire alarm, it's a collectible. It didn't show up. It was at a different location, but at the end I did it. I completed the game. So the speedrun, you have to complete the game under 35 minutes. It was a very nice game, but the speedrun kind of annoyed me at the end. And after Superliminal I got into Metal Hellsinger. It's like Doom, but I think Doom is better. At the beginning I thought very nice, but when I was playing it further and further, I was kind of annoyed and it got boring. These bosses were kind of weird. You have to like shoot with the rhythm, and I kind of didn't want to do that, because if you don't do that, you don't deal any damage. So there's like a assist mode you can use, so I used that, because at the beginning I tried to do it normally, but it was kind of weird, and so I thought this would be on the same level like Doom, but it wasn't. Kind of disappointed, but this game isn't that easy. You have to do a lot, but without this rhythm assist mode, it's way harder than I had. And after I platinum Metal Hellsinger, I got into Assassin's Creed Syndicate. This game was very nice. I liked the story, but the British accent was very annoying. So this game is a 4 out of 10, will take over one playthrough and 35 hours. You have to collect many collectibles, like 600. You have to grind for one trophy, destroy 5,000 destructibles with your carriage. That trophy was so dumb and annoying. Then you have to play through the story, of course, and that story takes around 15 to 20 hours. And yeah, that's really it. You have to complete like all of these side quests, like finishing street races, completing memories, unlocking all the secrets in London, conquer all the boroughs in London. Yeah, you have to 100% the game actually. Then get every gang upgrade, learn every fight skill as Jacob, learn every stealth skill as Evie, reach level 10, reach combo level 40. Yeah, simple stuff, but also some combat related trophies. Not much to say to that. After I was done with AC Syndicate, I got into Road 96, again a Peace Plus game. Very easy one, just have to play through the game, get to the ending. You don't even have to play through the game. Like at the end, when it's over, you get the trophy before the game is completely over. So I didn't have to play through the whole game, I would say. Do some collectible, do some missable stuff, and that's it. I would say 2 out of 10. Took me like 10 hours, I think. And that's it really for this game. After that, The Last of Us Part 1, the remake, came into Peace Plus, and so I decided to go with that. One of the best games ever, and I made a video on that. It was a very good game, of course. I wanted to buy the remake months ago, but I didn't do it, and so I was waiting for it to come into Peace Plus, and it did. It came into Peace Plus, and then I downloaded it, platinumed it after 2 days, and then made a video out of that, and that's it. And then I got another Peace Plus game, The Plucky Squire. That's kind of a fresh release game, released and immediately came into Peace Plus. The game was kind of special, but then at the end I wanted to do chapter select for some trophies, but turns out the whole game was buggy and you couldn't do that, so you had to play through the whole game again if you miss one collectible, if you miss one upgrade, if you don't have enough coins for one upgrade. And so I had to do that, and I was rushing through the game to get enough money, and then I found a place where you can farm money, and so I did that. But when I realized this game is not saving while I'm farming these coins, it was already too late. I left the game, came back into the game, and noticed I farmed around thousands of coins, but they were all gone, so I had to normally go through the game because I couldn't farm anymore. This kind of location was already completely farmed, and so after that I had to run through the whole game again, and I didn't do a video on that. I filmed all of this stuff, but I think, yeah, this game is kind of weird, so I didn't do a video on that. And after that, Gris came into PS Plus. This game is very good, and I wanted to buy that for years now. I was very lucky that this came into PS Plus, and then I platinumed it immediately after a few days. It's a 2 out of 10, takes around 1 playthrough, and it's like a 5 to 7 hour platinum, not a hard platinum. And yeah, after that, Minecraft, the PS5 version came out, and then I wanted to play that again, so I did that, platinum the game. You just have to play for the story, the Minecraft story, like defeating the Ender Dragon, getting like a iron armor set, surviving for 100 days, playing in one world. That's like 33 hours. Then you reach the 100-day mark, and then I got the platinum. That was the last trophy I needed, and yeah, that's it actually for this game. Minecraft, very good. And then I came into the Suicide Guy game. That is a very buggy game, but it's okay, not very bad. Had a bit of fun, not much, but a bit. Yeah, that's actually it. I don't want to talk about this game, it was very normal. And then I got into Wukong, that released, and many people were hyped, so I played it, and after a few hours I realized there are so many bosses. I like bosses, but not too much. If there are way too many, like throwing bosses at us every 5 to 10 minutes is way too much, and all of them were kind of a one-hit boss. You fight against them, and after 1 to 3 tries you already defeated the boss. Like that was the experience with Black Myth Wukong. The platinum was very annoying. You have to do 100% completely. You have to play through the game twice. It takes around 50 hours. It's a 5 out of 10. It takes 2 playthroughs, and you have to collect everything. You have to, it's like the Hollow Knight trophy list. You have to gather all the informations about enemies. You have to kill them all. Then you have to get every ingredient or something like that, a seed. Then you have to do a quest for a horse, getting all of the items there. You have to get every armor set or weapon. Was it? I don't remember right now, but that was very annoying. Took hours to platinum this game, but at the end I did it. But it wasn't one of the best games ever. It was okay, like a 5 out of 10 in terms of goodness. And after Wukong, Deliver Us Mars, that was in PS Plus, so I decided to platinum that. Didn't make another video on that. I have the footage recorded, but I didn't like make a video on that yet. Very easy platinum, get all the collectibles, complete the story, and that's it. Then I got into Suicide Guy 2. It's like the same game, don't have to talk about it. It was very annoying. Like some of these levels took about 30 to 1 hour. Very, very annoying. But I made a video on that, on the both games, because I didn't have much to play to that time. So I did that, and then I got into FF7 Crisis Core. I wanted to play that as well, a PS Plus game, and I decided to go for it. And very good game, but sometimes it was very weird to play Zack, but I like this character, Zachary. And then seeing Aerith there was very nice. I also played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth before that game, and yeah, I couldn't platinum that yet. It was kind of too much for me. It takes around 200 hours. Say 6 out of 10 I would say, because you have to play through it on hard. But yeah, FF7 CC was very nice, with Sephiroth, seeing all of that from Zack's perspective. It's a 8 out of 10 from goodness, but the remake is way better than this, because the remake was completely remaked, and this FF7 CC, they kind of had the old cutscenes. They made not that much with this game. It was okay, but the worst thing about the platinum were the 300 missions you have to complete. It took me like days to do that. That was the worst trophy of the year, I would say, for me. With Ninja Gaiden, this tag mission trophy, and the Ultimate Ninja Trials trophy from Ninja Gaiden 2 and 3. These are the top 3 worst trophies I had to go through. And after FF7 CC, I got into It Takes Two, platinumed it again, the PS4 version, and yeah, I don't have to talk much about it. You all know this game. Very easy platinum, play through the story, get all the collectibles, play all the mini games. Yeah, that's really it. Not much to do there. And that was the last platinum I've gotten in 2024. So I have to say this year was very good for platinum trophies, but I didn't buy a lot of new games. I was playing like almost 50% of this platinum list is about PS Plus games and not very new ones, only Elden Ring, but that's already 2 years old, so again not much. Horizon Forbidden West as well, 2 years old. The Last of Us remake is a bit older than that, I think. I don't remember when that came out. Minecraft, very old. Wukong is the only game that is the newest on the list. The rest is like 3 to 10 years old. Yeah, yes. So if you like this video, you can click on the like button and subscribe to my channel so I can finally get to this partner program. If you like this video, yeah, you don't have to of course, but you can do it if you want. And you can click here on the screen to watch another video where I was talking about my top 15 favorite platinum trophies that I've gotten over 6 years after trophy hunting, and there are some very good gems in that. And I have over 188 platinums, so if you are searching for some new platinums that are very good, you can click here on the screen to watch it.